Testing. 1, 2, 3. Speak.
4.
You're so enthused about this, I can tell.
I know, I'm so excited. I don't think we'll figure it out. We're not doing a very good job of that.
Well, I'm hoping we'll have some success today. So you ready to do that with me? Welcome to We'll Figure It Out.
The family podcast where all our hopes and dreams come true.
Oh, that's what happens.
Yeah.
No, we just blindly walk through life hoping we'll all figure it out.
We rant about all our issues. That's what's really going on.
We rant about our issues. Do you even listen to know what the podcast is about?
No.
So how can you say what it's about?
That's what all podcasts are about. Ranting about some topic.
Well, the topic I want to rant about today is responsibilities.
Oh no. What are we gonna do?
So, I know I've kind of mentioned on a couple of podcasts that I have been suffering with like chronic pain and stuff, and I have been very limited in my ability to function daily and keep on top of myself with ADHD, keeping on top of my stuff, and then 2 other children that have ADHD and a 10-year-old who never remembers what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. That's about it. Yeah.
You agree? You agree with that statement?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I concur.
Yes, that is the state of affairs in this household. So, what I really wanted to talk to you about today, Jonathan, and I wanted to maybe have our listeners kind of sit in on our conversation, because maybe...
You want people to support you and agree with you.
Pretty much.
That's what's really going on.
I want to validate my parenting choices. Please, help me. Help me here. Tell my child how wrong he is and how right I am. That's what I really want.
That'll make me care.
Of course, because you care what other people think, right?
Yeah. That's what motivates my life.
What actually does motivate your life? Because I've never been able to figure it out.
You'll never know.
I'll never know.
I'm a mystery.
Yeah, you are. It changes, too. I mean, I used to kind of, like, screen time was about the only thing I could get.
Yeah, no, I've just accepted that I'll never get what I want with screen time, so it's kind of a waste of my time.
So you're, like, ready to, like, not put forth any effort in your life at all?
I'm already not putting forth much effort.
Well, how do we change that?
You don't.
How do you change that?
I don't.
You don't want to?
No.
Why not?
It's a waste of energy.
To be a better person and do better things?
Yeah.
I don't understand this logic.
It's a waste of energy.
I mean, he's nothing if not honest, right? I can always count on Jonathan to tell me exactly how he feels. He does not mince his words. So, I guess what I need right now is for all of my children to help me get back on track. And I can't keep track of everybody's stuff. It's just getting overwhelming. And I know we had some changes in responsibilities where you're just going to do the kitchen every day.
Okay, well, here's what I need to be able to stay on top of that. First, I need you to look into the insurance policy because I can't charge my phone normally and it only lasts like 2 hours.
Okay, so we're bartering?
Yeah, yes. It's bribery. Bribery.
Okay, hold on, I need a piece of paper. What things do I need to do so that my son can do things for me? This sounds so not backwards. Your terms are, you need me insurance policy
research
for phone. And who is paying for this insurance claim?
I have to. I don't have a choice.
Okay. Just so we're in agreement, because I have replaced so many phones for him. And granted, some of this issue is not due to his, but the fact that he needed a new phone is his problem. And the phone that he got handed down was not functioning, so...
Well, that's kind of on y'all, because y'all handed me a phone that was broken and y'all didn't even fix it. Y'all just handed me this thing that didn't work properly.
Well, I didn't know it didn't work properly, number one.
Now you do.
Uh-huh. And the phone that you had before that, whose fault was it that it broke?
Yeah, but I took care of that.
But you should have a phone to deal with. Oh, you wanted a different phone.
I needed a new phone because that one didn't work properly, and now this one doesn't work how it's supposed to, and not because of me.
How about I have a conversation with Jeremy, and we'll let you know if we're going to pay for some, all, or part.
Okay. And I need to have a conversation about bedtime and screen time off and stuff.
So we're bartering about...
Yes, it's not really bartering, it's a conversation we needed to have anyway.
Okay. So how about I address the responsibilities part? Because, if you take care of responsibilities, I'm more inclined to not really be bothered by you having extra time here or there or going to bed later here or there. Jonathan is homeschooled, and therefore, if the house is quiet in the morning, I can get more work done. So I honestly don't mind if he sleeps in, and he's a year ahead anyway, so... What he is doing in school is above and beyond what is required of him at this moment. So I'm kind of pretty flexible as it is anyway about that. Oh, he acknowledged it.
I never said you.
Well, you act like I don't.
No, I just act like I normally act.
You act like I'm a tyrant.
Yeah, you kind of are a tyrant about some stuff.
Like
stuff,
what?
Not so much.
Like what?
Like a lot. Like, I get that you don't trust me, but, I have to call you when I'm going somewhere, and you act like I attack you when I'm going somewhere different than where I was.
It's not that I act like you attack me, it's I'm frustrated that we've had this rule in place and you're not following it.
And I call you and you're like, fine, I guess.
Well, because I really don't want to let you go, because I'm really scared that you're doing stuff you're not supposed to.
Well, here's the thing. In your words, and in mine, if I wanted one, I could get one.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, there was a reason that I had a valid reason not to trust you on something. And there's a fine balance between letting you be a teenager and make your own decisions and condoning bad behavior. And so I'm trying to walk that line. I get frustrated because I don't know where that line should start and stop. Because he's bad. He's bad.
Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? That's like my theme song for my whole entire life is...
I know, right?
What am I gonna do with these bad boys?
No pizza.
Hi, Spuddles.
Big bench boy.
You gonna come say hi to the podcast again? You said hi last time, I think.
Oh.
Or the time before that. Anyway, back to the conversation. So, I'm not trying to be controlling, because that's not ever what I want to be as a parent. But I also don't want to be like, oh, well, I don't care what you do, because I do. And I do care about keeping myself out of trouble. If you don't care about keeping yourself out of trouble, I don't want to get in trouble for what you do. And so, I have to figure out what's best to keep me out of trouble for your lack of caring if you get in trouble or not. Do you understand how difficult that is?
Yeah, but me going places isn't gonna stop, or it's not gonna cause me to do those things, because if I wanted to, I would do them anyway.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to
accept that.
No, I'm trying to. What I'm trying to do is realize that I also had a situation that was similar to yours when I was your age, and I hid it, and I have absolutely no idea why my parents didn't know it or confront me about it if they did know about it. I understand as a teenager you're going to experiment with some things, but I can't condone it.
You don't have to condone it, because if I wanted to, I would do it anyway. Because whether you condone it or not, that doesn't really matter to me. Because for me, it's not a matter of law, it's a matter of morals. And to me, I'm okay with me possibly having health effects.
Yes, but guess who has to pay for it, because you don't have a job. That's my problem, is you're taking risks with your own health. And
well, you smoked.
I did.
Yeah, and you're fine.
Not necessarily.
You're a functioning human being.
The point is what I'm saying is that you're taking risks with your health, and I am responsible for your health right now, and you can't afford the medical bills. So if you do something irresponsible, I am responsible for paying for it. and therefore you are intentionally causing me to have potential more financial stress.
Yeah, but I skate. It's like the same thing as that. I could get hurt skating. I could break a bone multiple times. Like, all the time, I almost hurt my ankle again. Yeah, it sucks, but that's what I do. I walk out in the street. I could get hit by a car.
Okay, that's kind of different.
It's like anything that I do could cause me to get hurt and put more stress on our financial situation.
Right, but some things are legal and some are not, so they can also...
Yeah, skateboarding is basically illegal.
They have
the culture is
frowned upon, yes, but I'm not worried about that. That I don't care about. I think you have an interest and you're doing what you want to do with it, and I'm happy with that. It's the stuff that you're not legally supposed to be participating in that opens me to legal ramifications. So not just financial, but legal. So if there was there's no legal ramifications for me letting you skateboard. But there could be legal ramifications for me turning a blind eye to the other part.
Well, that's not the conversation I'm having. All I'm saying is that it shouldn't be that big of a deal if I go somewhere, because I'm telling you that I'm going. It's not like we're going to, like, do some crazy thing. We're just walking around. Like, I'm going to get a drink from the gas station, or I'm going with them to a skate spot. But do you understand
why it's hard for me to trust that that's what you're actually doing?
Yeah, but if I wanted to do those things, you couldn't stop me.
The only way I could do that is to not let you out the house.
Just literally put me on house arrest.
Yeah. And that's not what I want to do.
Exactly.
Oh, you want Jonny on house arrest, Noah? Yeah! Your house arrest will be hanging out with Noah every moment of the day.
Yeah, because that'll help your mental ability to function.
Right. So, okay, anyway, it's kind of about responsibilities and being responsible with the freedoms that you have. And so, I don't know. I'm just annoyed that
you can't do anything.
I can do plenty.
You can put me on house arrest. That's about it.
I mean, I can make you, like, wash my walls from top to bottom, and I can make you do all kinds of stuff around the house, or you don't have a phone, and you don't have a computer, and you don't... I mean, I could make your life miserable. You think you
my
can
life
make
is already miserable.
I can make it more miserable.
I don't think you understand. We're not having that conversation. We never will, but my life is miserable.
Is it my fault?
Not really.
Okay. So, I'm not the...
No.
You're not
at all.
Not all of it, just a little bit of it. I mean, every parent
You annoy me every single day.
Well, that's what a parent's supposed to do. That's my job.
Over the dumbest things, but you know it's fine.
But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't annoy you.
And that could be prevented.
I mean, sure, if I gave you everything that you ever wanted and never told you no, we would be fine. Right?
No, I just think certain things shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Do you realize that a lot of it is not really about the things? It's about the fact that I have to constantly tell people what to do, and I get frustrated that things don't get done when they know they're supposed to be It's more of I'm frustrated at the situation that I have to constantly be on top of.
I think the problem is that you get so frustrated with everybody, sometimes you just have to let it out on a specific person even though you didn't want to.
I mean, that's true. That can happen, and it has happened, for sure. And sometimes I am so overwhelmed with life, and I get nothing but back talk, and I don't want to, and it's not my jobs, and I'm just like, I really don't care. I need this stuff done. And it's like nothing but resistance and attitude, and it gets exhausting. And then it's, I want this, and I want that, and I want this, and I want that. And I'm like, you can want it all you want, but I want things too, and y'all give me nothing but attitude, so I'm just supposed to bend over backwards and do everything for you, and you're doing nothing for me. Or everything that you do is with resistance, attitude, and conflict. Like, I tried to tell you, like, for years, if you just do what I need you to do, especially if you do it without being asked, and just get it done, then my frustration level is super low, and if you ask me for something, I'm more inclined to be like, hey, he was on top of things today. Sure, yeah. Stay up late. Read books. Listen to stuff.
All I'm saying is that I stay up late anyway. So, let's say I have a friend over. If I had my phone fully functioning, I wouldn't be making much noise. I would be making less noise than I would than my phone is in this situation right now where I can't really do anything on it past a certain time. And I can't sleep anyway.
Well, that's not a reason for me to give you what you want, because you're not going to be louder. You have to be respectful of the people who pay the bills around here and have to sleep, no matter what condition you're.
Well, I think the walls are so thin that when we talk a normal volume, all the sound travels everywhere. So we basically have to whisper.
So just to be clear, it really wasn't you that I was having a problem with this past week?
Yeah, Mike is really loud, but basically I can't sleep anyway, so I don't think there's a reason to turn my phone off.
Well, basically, I just want stuff done around here, and it's not getting done. And when y'all sleep till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's stuff that needed to be done earlier is not getting done. And then we have this fight over who should get done, and Jeremy doesn't have a clean kitchen to do dinner in, and that's frustrating to him because he works really hard, and all he wants to do is come home, cook dinner, feed everybody.
The latest I wake up is 1 o'clock.
Well, I don't know that because you don't always come out of your room right away.
Or you don't see me when I come down.
It's possible. I could be working and have headphones on, listening to music to try and work, and I don't realize that you've walked past me. But the thing is that the chores don't get done at a reasonable time, even if you wake up at 1. So it needs to be more consistent, like wake up, do your wake up morning routine, eat if you have to, then do chores, then go back up in your room. Like, don't you think that would be more beneficial to, like, not frustrating your mother?
Okay. Did you expect me to throw a fit because I have to do stuff that I have to do anyway?
No, I'm not expecting you to throw a fit. You say okay, and then you throw a fit later.
Yeah, because I put an effort to get it in, and now that's my responsibility. No one not doing theirs should get in the way of me doing mine. So therefore it's my fault if it doesn't get done. No. But I won't be taking care of anyone else's responsibility because there's a reason that we have jobs. And I don't expect to get resistance just because I didn't do it when it needed to be done. Because it wasn't my job, and there's a reason we have jobs.
I know. You're very finite in your thinking on that. And other people are more flexible about it. And I tend to be more flexible about it. So it's hard to understand the finite thinking that you have on it. So it's a difference in perspective.
It's just like a normal job. Like, technically, if I did extra, I'd probably get, like, a promotion earlier. But, like, it's not my job. Like, let's say I'm working and there's, like, stuff that needs to be done, but it's not in my, like, category. Technically, I would probably get promoted if I did that a lot, but it's not in my job. I don't need to do those things. It's just stuff that could be done, and I could probably get more if I did.
I am so glad you think you have the working world all figured out. Well, that's not the way it works.
No, like, if you do extra, you're more likely to get more from the company.
Most companies view the jobs as a team. Let's say you're a hamburger flipper.
Yeah, but if you put in more work than other people, you're more likely to get recognized.
You are more likely to get recognized. But if you see a need and you're available and you don't meet that need, they will see you as someone who has no initiative and no ability to see the needs that the company has. And you're basically, nobody wants a worker that's just going to do what's expected of them and that is it. Nobody wants that. They always want people who can see a need and take care of it.
Yeah, they want people to go above and beyond. I don't care if they want me to do that, because I'm willing to get fired if I don't.
What?
I'm willing to get fired if I don't go above and beyond trying to get stuff done. And then I'll just find a different job.
Which is, you don't understand how difficult that can be in and of itself.
Yeah, I'll take months to find a new job, okay?
And where are you going to live? And how are you going to pay your bills while you're...
I don't need to figure that out right now. I love a job.
Hey, are you going to move out when you're 18?
If I have enough money.
Okay, you won't. You're going to...
Anyway. So this is... Your thinking just makes me worry about your ability to survive in the real world.
I'm already surviving in the real world.
No, you are not.
Yeah, I am.
This is the fake one.
Not with responsibilities. You don't pay rent. You don't pay for electricity. You don't pay for...
Yeah, because I don't need to and I can't really get a job right now.
And I understand that, but what I'm saying is you're not functioning in the real world. You are functioning, and I'm a minor, and my parents do everything for me.
Yeah, because I'm not legally inclined to do all of it.
I know, but you can't want to be treated like an adult and not have the responsibilities of an adult.
I want to be treated like an adult, but it's not my fault that I don't have those responsibilities. So you using that as argument against me doesn't really work.
Well, I mean, you have the opportunity to make money doing things around here, and you refuse to do it.
Yeah, because I can't get an actual job. You keep saying, oh yeah, start a business, blah, 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 mow grass. No, I want an actual job. I want, like, a real, 9-to-5, job that everybody does.
Well, you can't do that when you're in high school because you can't legally work during the same hours as school.
I'll figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
Sweatshop time.
Oh my gosh. Go move to China.
Yay. I'll make Nikes.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you eat a raw bat. Or whatever.
Don't make me.
What's going on?
Stop it. Y'all are ridiculous.
Oh no, socio-political commentary.
Oh my gosh. This is my daily struggle. Every day with these children.
Yay.
They think they've got it all figured out. I know every teen does, but oh my gracious.
No, I don't think I have it all figured out. I just think I have figured out what I need. That doesn't mean I factor in everything that's going on. It's just like...
Well, you need to maybe open your mind to that maybe your mom might have a little bit of insight because she's gone through it before that you don't
parenting
have.
is just you trying to use your experience to parent people away, but that experience doesn't always...
Parent them away? How do you
parent? Your experience, you parent a certain way. Other parents with different experience parent a different way. And maybe that works better. It's all about what you experience.
But every child has different needs, and also some parents don't do what their kids need, and their kids turn out to be atrocious people.
Well, I think that you think that every person that doesn't get exactly what they need is going to turn out bad.
No, there are people that I know who did not have good parents and have turned out good, but I know people who have had good parents and have turned out bad. So it really, all a parent can do is their best and make the best decisions they can and know that they're probably going to screw up their child and they're going to have, lifelong therapy because of their parenting choices.
Yeah.
And so I try to minimize the damage that I do. And that in of itself is so stressful. You just have no idea how stressful it is to be responsible for 3 other people's well-being, sometimes 4.
Yep. Kids.
I know. Oh! And I guess the 3 things that I wanted to make sure that y'all were taught by me parenting you was respect for others, responsibility, and how to avoid jail. And I don't know how successful I have been. Well, I mean, you haven't gone to jail yet, but some of your mentality makes me think that it may be something in your future.
What about me?
I think you'll be fine.
You're a goody two-shoes. You'll be okay.
He follows the rules, and he's a pleasant person.
Oh, wow.
I just have mild attitude because he's now a preteen.
Oh, yeah.
You are.
Well, technically, everything 12 and...
Before?
Everything before 13 is a preteen.
Technically.
I mean, technically, but preteen is a specific age range where you start to become more independent and have a lot more attitude in general. So before that, you're a young child. Before that, you're a toddler. Before that, you're an infant.
Yeah, I don't think everyone deserves respect in every situation. It's a case-by-case basis.
I mean, I can understand that, but I think some people deserve more respect than you give them.
That could be true.
I appreciate
I think that you think that I should respect Jeremy more, but I think that he should respect that he's not
Your bio father.
Exactly. I hate to say it like that.
Right.
Like that's a really mean thing to say, but he's not.
I mean,
he's not my dad. Like,
I know.
and he needs to stay out of it when I'm talking to you because we have a certain relationship.
Well, I think he steps in for my benefit, not necessarily.
I think he's trying to prevent me from walking all over you, but I'm not. We're having a conversation. That's how we speak.
That's how you speak.
And at the end of the day, you can put your foot down.
Yes, I can, and I have before, and I do understand that you have certain... Can you let Spudley in?
Yeah.
You have certain challenges when it comes to thought processes and the way you process things and your outlook on some things. And I know that about you because I've raised you, and you've always had these things, and I accept those things about you. It's kind of hard for an outsider to understand all of that. And I think Jeremy has done a better job of staying out of it.
I think he's trying. I just think.
Oh, for sure he's trying.
He's trying, but...
He wants to do right by you as well.
To help, but it's not really working.
Well, maybe we need to have a discussion with him about what would work and what you need, because part of parenting in a blended family is trying to respect boundaries when it comes to the partner's bio children. You know, there's boundaries that I have when it comes to his kids too, and we've tried to figure those out, but we're still figuring it out.
I think it all comes down to the kids, because I don't think they want the other parent interfering.
Usually, I mean, that's kind of how it is in most blended families.
Yeah.
You're not my parent, but the thing is that they're involved in your life.
Yeah, but I don't think... Let's say you're trying to, like, help parent Jordan or something. I don't think you have that right, because you haven't been involved in everything that he's gone through with Jeremy.
What do you mean, like, when I try to help parent? Like, when I give my
perspective
on something?
Like you stepping in when... Maybe Jordan and Jeremy are having a conversation that, like, maybe gets a little heated and you're trying to, like, correct him or something. Like, or, like, help out.
Well, the last time that happened, I asked Jordan if he wanted me in on the conversation, and he said yes. So, I have been trying to be
I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just saying, like, if.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I have been trying to not get involved in conversations unless my opinion has been asked. And you probably haven't noticed this, but sometimes when you're dealing with your bio children, you get stuck in the same ruts that you're always been in. And you go, like, around and round in circles. And then another party who's kind of outside of everything and all the history can kind of see the reality of what's going on and can kind of help redirect it in a positive way.
Yeah, but when Jeremy tries to step in, I don't respect him for that. And then y'all get mad that I don't respect him for that.
So what specifically about him stepping in bothers you?
Because I don't care what his opinion is in the situation where I'm talking to you.
Do you think that his opinion as a part of this family should matter, especially when it's talking about the function of the house and what things affect him?
Yeah, but that's a separate conversation than when you're trying to parent me.
I guess I see it kind of all as
a whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's not separate.
To me, it's two separate conversations.
Okay. Oh, wow, that was a really loud noise. I guess the shower was being picked up. Hopefully I can get that noise out. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that was happening. It got super quiet all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, that was a background noise. So, well, I mean, I guess we can have a conversation if we can keep it civil about, that with Jeremy.
All I'm saying is I'm not trying to hurt Jeremy, but, like,
it just makes matters worse when he steps in for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes it makes matters easier for me when he steps in because I need backup sometimes, because having the same fight over and over and over is exhausting. And so having someone be there to support me is very helpful, because Jeremy's the only one that's ever done that. And so having that is very helpful to me. But if it's not helpful to you, it's something that we need to discuss.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can't argue with it. I mean, you have different needs, and I try to respect that about y'all, and I hope that y'all see that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what can we do to get better at the day-to-day responsibilities of...
I just need to be more on top of it.
What do you need to make that happen? A functioning phone?
That would help. That would help. It not being dead, so I can't really, like, check the Homey app, or it not dying within 2 hours of me waking up and forgetting about everything.
Okay. And do you think that maybe putting, like, daily, like, a checklist of what you need to do would help?
I just need to check the app.
The app?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would help. Okay. So I will have a discussion with Jeremy about the phone situation, because I know when you're less frustrated with things, you're more able to cope.
I'd say that's valid.
See, I do know you. I just don't always want to make your life to where you're constantly... Okay, so you have been irresponsible with phones in the past, and I've replaced them.
I'd say most of those times it was more accidental, because I was willing to replace it when I purposely broke it.
Okay.
But because, like, most of those times, like,
right.
There was a time when like, most of those times it fell out of my pocket and fell on the ground, or, like, I accidentally dropped it.
But the problem is that I kept telling you that you need to have a case on it so it doesn't break when you drop it. And so you wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, but the case makes the phone too big and very, like, in the way, and I'm willing to replace it. But when the phone is already broken when I get it, I don't think that's my responsibility to replace it. Because it doesn't function properly when I got it.
But you just said it's accidental. But if you're not going to take the proper precautions to protect it...
But I didn't break this phone.
No, I understand. I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying specifically this one. I'm just saying in general. You know, when you don't take the necessary precautions that I've told you to take, then you breaking it is on you.
Yeah.
Not me. Okay. All right. We'll look into that. And then is there anything else that I can do to assist you in being more consistent?
Not right now.
Not right now. Just a phone. What happens if I change your phone and then you still aren't consistent?
Well, then I guess you have to put more restrictions on me.
Look at you.
That's just how it works.
I mean, yeah.
It's not like I have a choice.
I mean, you do. You could have all of your privileges revoked and then not do anything and just sit here and be miserable.
That's not really a choice.
I mean, it is. It might not be a good choice or a smart choice, but
that's
still
like
could be a
saying
choice.
I have the freedom to, like, leave the house right now and go do whatever I want. That's like, yeah, I have the freedom, but do I really want to do that?
Right? Well, no, because you're smart and you weigh the consequences, you know? And that's real life, is because when you make choices in real life, there are natural consequences. Okay, so you function in real life. Oh, okay.
Exactly. This is just the current situation.
Okay.
Oh, are you sad that we're laughing?
He does not like us laughing. He's so weird.
He can't laugh. He's mad.
Okay. So, Noah, guess what? It's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go upstairs and eat and set a timer and then come downstairs and do my chores.
Wait, I thought we weren't supposed to bring food upstairs. Are you being responsible if you don't follow my rules?
No, it's responsibility, because we've had this conversation multiple times where you don't really want me to, but when I pick up my trash, it's really not a big deal.
But I don't even know if you've been picking up your trash.
Yeah,
because I haven't gone in your room in so long.
I picked up all that trash. The only reason I didn't is because Mike was always in the way, and I always felt like I had to take responsibility of him. So, like, I'm just sitting there like, please don't touch my stuff, and I can't really leave the room, and I'm like,
oh,
and I was
okay.
Like, I'll pick it up.
Well, is the trash can emptied?
Oh, yeah, I took all the trash out.
Okay, well,
there's plates and stuff in there, but that was from, like, yesterday.
Fine.
Like,
I will allow you to eat upstairs, but I want you to continually clean up your messes.
I need a new hoodie. That's also what I need.
I know. I was looking at it today when I was doing laundry, and I want to go get it, and I just don't know. Because I didn't get to sleep till 4:30 in the morning.
I didn't sleep I slept last night, not the night before either.
No, you didn't, but that was your choice.
Kind of.
And I had to work till midnight last night.
That was a give and take situation.
Well, anyway, thank you. I appreciate the conversation. Yeah. All right, Noah. What can we do for you to help you stay more consistent on your responsibilities? Because the trash has not been taken out. Now that Jonathan is doing the loading and unloading of the dishwasher, I think we need to readjust some chores possibly. Or at least you need to be consistent on the ones that you have.
A checklist. We need to make a new laminated one.
A new laminated checklist? Okay.
And then maybe a new star system.
The star system only works if you're going to work it, because I can't be responsible for it. I have too much on my plate. If you're going to do the chores and check them off and come to me and say, I've done all of these things, this is how many stars that I get, and bring me the stars and bring me the paper, and then I can put the stars that you get. That's the only way that works. You have to take responsibility for keeping up with that.
No.
What about the Homie app?
A checklist still.
That kind of is a checklist. Because you have to check it off that it's done. And if you do all of it, you get an allowance. Which is basically a star system built into an app. You don't like it?
No.
Okay. So we're just going to do a checklist?
Yes.
And if I notice that you've been consistent with your checklist and I haven't had to get after you in a while, we'll go have a special treat or something?
Sure.
Okay. I like that idea. Because I'm not good at being consistent. Speaking of consistency.
You should get a checklist.
I have plenty checklists, and I try to stick to them, but I'm always trying to make sure everybody else is doing their checklist, so it's kind of hard to keep up with 4 different people's things. Right? Mm-hmm. Can you see how that would be difficult? Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, so let's work on a checklist today and see if that helps, and if not, we'll come back to the drawing board. So I need you to write down all the chores that you're supposed to do on a daily basis. Paper and pen. Alright, well thank you for participating in the whole 5 minutes that you participated in. Do you think that we figured this one out?
I don't know.
This is one of those things that's a constant figuring it out. Like almost all the things we talk about is an ongoing saga. Will we ever have anything figured out?
I don't know. Actually, probably not.
Okay, well, I'm done. Y'all have a great day, and we hope that you will join us for our next episode when we'll figure it out.